It literally took me $15,000 to learn this lesson on Amazon FBA. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video today. Today, I honestly want to teach you a lesson to save you all the money in the world when starting Amazon FBA. This is the lesson I tell all beginners, everybody, when starting on Amazon FBA. And I'm so excited to share with you this important lesson. So without further ado, like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been incredibly sick the last 3 days, but I was thinking about you guys and how important it is for all the beginners on Amazon FBA to succeed and essentially just learn the basic knowledge and the advanced knowledge too of the type of markets you want to look for. So back in like 2021, I had already had a successful product to sell on Amazon. It was already doing great, but I needed a second product to do well in order for me to quit my full-time job because I was making around 3 to 4K in profit off my actual Amazon product that I still sell today. I could sell it for my business for 150,000, sell the actual business, but essentially I was thinking about doing this market. Thought I would expose it. It's called foam ball pit. Essentially, during this time, this market had an average price of $85, and I was getting the product cost for around 25 to 30 bucks. I was on Alibaba, and I was like, wow, I can get this for $12 and then absolutely destroy it on this and sell it for $90. I just can create some differentiation and have this amazing idea. What I came to realize is this product was actually a lot bigger to ship, so like it had to be smushed and put into a package itself. So my total product cost was actually like $25 because of the heaviness of the product and the width of the cartons and the product and the packages. That's one thing I want to tell you guys is make sure your product you're trying to get into is not too big, because what it may seem like on Alibaba or Thomasnet when you're trying to find a US supplier, the product cost might be not that much, but like as long as the product's not like super big, you're not going to get screwed on shipping. But with this one, I was getting completely screwed. And so basically what I did was so my differentiation was I created a ball pit that was dinosaur themed. So a lot of different dinosaur typed. Something that essentially that was going to stand out and resonated to a kid. But what I didn't realize is one, that like not every kid likes dinosaurs. It's maybe a select few, maybe like 1 in 10 like are really love dinosaurs. So I was getting like 2 to 3 orders a day, but what I was noticing was like one, like I really wasn't getting that much conversions, and I was like, why am I taking 50 clicks to convert an order? And looking back on it, guys, like when I go into Product Opportunity Explorer, I'm able to look at the search conversion of a market. So if we type in foam ball pit, the exact market we go into, it actually starts to make a lot more sense. Because when we look at the search conversion of foam ball pit, guys, it's actually a 0.9%. So me actually making like 2 orders every 100 clicks was actually like 100% better than the average. But like if I would have actually known this knowledge, guys, I wouldn't have done this market in the first place. So that's like lesson number 2 to you guys is like before you even consider buying inventory, you should definitely know, and you guys can reach out to me in my free Patreon. I can look up the search conversion because you have to be a seller on Amazon and be brand registered. And that takes a lot of work to do that. So if you ever want to ask me a search conversion, what is the conversion of this specific market you're looking into, just reach out to me. I got you. I'll help you out. So anyways, what I didn't know was the search conversion was horrible in this market. I was just going to get screwed no matter what. So what ended up happening was I only sold through half my inventory, and I probably lost around $7,000 of full investment. I invested like a full $12,000 into this product with photography, everything. It really sucked, honestly. Everything added up. It was over 10 grand. And essentially what happened was what I noticed throughout this market throughout the years is the price actually dropped. The average price of the market dropped from around $85 to like $85 to $90 to $38. And I was like, why is that? Why is it that 3 years later I look back on this market and the price is more than cut in half? And the answer is multiple things. One, people price war. And when you're price warring, essentially what you're doing is you're dropping your cost by 50 cents, maybe $1, to get more orders compared to your competition because you're selling the cheapest one. And eventually, when that happens over years, every week or two, somebody's chipping you by 50 cents. Eventually, it becomes such a narrow type margin where you're barely making anything, and it's whoever has the cheapest manufacturer is essentially winning. And another way, a red flag I sometimes see, guys, in markets like these, and if I see that there's Chinese sellers, I know that customers or sellers are sometimes getting the cheapest options from China. So you could see right here, Hong Kong, China. These guys are literally getting the cheapest possible product costs. And there's nothing I can do about it because they're always going to upscale me on what I should pay per unit, right? So my advice to you guys is also when you're doing product research with Helium 10, I have a coupon down below if you ever want to save money on that. But if you're ever looking at a market using this extension, see where the country of origin is, because you want to make sure there's a lot of US sellers and not too many Chinese, because you know if they're Chinese ones and this product's made in China, they're getting the cheapest cost per unit, obviously. So that's another thing. So eventually it was just an undercutting battle, and now I look back on this market and it's just completely like probably all these people are breaking even, you know. It's sad, you know. It's really sad that it's become like that. And my advice to you guys, and I will always say this, is try to find a market that has a customer that's excited about what they're going to buy, and they're not going to try to find the cheapest and are not just looking around with a 0.8 search conversion rate, right? Because it's so important. You want to make sure your branding actually works and it's resonating to the customer and there's an actual connection. So like, yeah, that's my biggest advice. And if you guys want to know the other market I got into where I saw this same thing happen, which was this one, dog scratch board. So originally when I got into this market, guys, this is another great example of an amazing market at first, what it looked like. I saw only 6 sellers selling these things, right, guys? And the opportunity was insane. I was like, holy crap, 6 people selling 20K a month in revenue. Why not I just come up with something really cool and it's just beyond different compared to everybody else, right? And I did that, right? I did that. I spent about over $500 PickFu testing to see what the audiences loved of designs. And so I probably spent over like 2 to 3K before I launched this product. And I ended up actually not launching this product because eventually by the time I was thinking about launching it, the average price went from $35 to $23. And the amount of sellers was an absurd amount. I mean, look how many sellers there are now. There it is all over the place, and they're just undercutting each other. And the same issue happened where people were undercutting. There was all these Chinese sellers, and if we look at, Helium 10 again, and we see the customers or the sellers, we see the same thing, I would assume. Chinese sellers. Yep, majority of them are Chinese. I don't even know what this country is. Comment down below if you know this country. Turkey. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a Turkish seller. Holy cow, that's crazy. All right, anyways, but you guys know what I mean is like, a good example of like a market that I like to look for, and I'll always give you guys kind of my ideas, is like, you want to do instead, guys, and I've shown this market many times, and it's a decent market, is you want to go into markets where there's literally a customer that it's a hobby and they enjoy what they do and they're willing to spend more, and the price is not going to change much. You wonder how these people make 5,000 orders a month and everybody else is just trying to undercut, but they can't because they're a solid brand. Look at their packaging. Now look at everybody else's packaging. They're horrible. Nobody even comes close. So that's my whole point to you guys, is try to find a market like this or an example like this where has a good search conversion. Obviously, this search conversion of this market's only 4%, but I'm sure these guys are doing around 8 to 10% in conversion. But always here to answer your guys' questions. Comment down below if you're a new Amazon FBA seller. I would love to know if you're brand new, and I love meeting you guys. So yeah, you guys have an amazing day, and hopefully today's lesson helps you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.